Hello there, it's David Duffett here at Let the Geek Speak HQ, back with another Whiteboard Wednesday video. And before we get into it, I wanted to say a quick thank you to some feedback from Picky Learner, who watches on YouTube. Picky Learner made some very constructive suggestions about improving the sound quality and the lighting on the video, so I've attempted to make this one a bit better. I hope it's paid off. Anyway, into the content, and we're talking of course about presentation skills, and you'll remember we started a bit of a mini series a couple of weeks ago all about the five key elements that make a great start to any presentation, and we used this handy acronym or mnemonic, INTRO. We established that the I was all about an impactful beginning, grabbing the attention of your audience, drawing them in and breaking their preoccupation with whatever it is they might have been doing. Then we explain why we need to keep their attention by telling them why they need to take in everything that we're going to be giving them in the presentation. We're selling it to them. We're talking about the benefits of the presentation to them. And then the T, can you guess what the T stands for? Exactly, it's title. And a great presentation needs a great title, but this is an element that's very often overlooked or perhaps even left out. Yes, people will pop something on a title slide, like, you know, the ABC product version 3.4 or something like that, but they very often totally forget to give some kind of very compelling title to the presentation. And of course, the title is very important if you're speaking in a conference or some kind of context where you might be up against other presentations that are happening at the same time, because you want to draw people in. So it's not just with the abstract or the description of your presentation, but having a snappy, well put together title is of great importance. So how does a great title come about? What thoughts do you need to give? Well, let me suggest to you a few different elements that you can consider. The first one is the relevance to your audience. Obviously, you know who your target audience is, and you need to draw them in by creating maximum relevance to any particular need they have. Now, we can think about needs in two different ways. Either the avoidance of pain, solving some kind of problem that your audience has, or maybe the provision of pleasure, helping them go towards some outcome that they're looking for. And so thinking of things that they want to escape or things that they want to move towards is a great way of coming up with a title in your mind for your presentation. It should be based on an outcome, like how to. In fact, how to's are great. Things that have a question mark at the end make great titles, or what I learned from this particular experience, if it's something that your audience can relate to. So away from pain or towards pleasure. Question marks are very useful, but sow in some kind of excitement or intrigue, like example, 3 ways to achieve your goals using methods you perhaps didn't even know exist. So you're sowing in a little bit of intrigue there. It would be great if the outcome is some kind of call to action as well, some kind of urgency that you can give into the title of your presentation. And of course, a great presentation might have some kind of attitude built into it, whether it's a playful attitude or maybe it's a very dead serious attitude because you're doing some kind of health and safety related talk and you have to be serious, but there might be other situations where it could be important or useful to add some kind of humorous dimension to your title. So I'm not giving you any kind of strict guidelines here, just talking about things to consider for the title of your presentation. Because if you had a high impact question or statement or whatever at the beginning, you explain the importance of what you're going to cover, and then you crystallize it with a title, I'm sure you can see that you're off to a great start with your presentation, and we haven't even done the R or the O. They're coming soon. Anyway, time for me to move on and go on to the next thing I've got to do today, but I do want to say it's been a pleasure talking to you about having a great beginning to your presentation. It's been a pleasure explaining the things that underlie these letters in the acronym INTRO, but the most important thing is the pleasure you will get by using these tips, tools, techniques, by adapting them, adopting them, and becoming adept at using them so that you can reap the rewards of being a geek that can speak. Thank you. See you next time.